All right, harvest time is quickly approaching, so we should probably do a few things to prepare, and we're gonna get started right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. I don't know how it works in your state or whatever, but like here in Indiana, you renew your license plates by how you're, like, the first letter of your last name. So it's alphabetical order. So mine always get renewed in September. And if you're like me, sometimes you remember, sometimes you forget. You drive around with expired plates for a while. But I did renew them this time. I mean, I thought of it on time and I got the things on time. But then the second thing is you have to go actually physically put the stickers on. And that's what I'm bad about. I'll be driving down the road and realize, oh, all of the things are still laying in the armrest of this pickup. So I put the one on the pickup here, but nothing else. So I need to really get to working on that because, you know, I need to put it on all the trailers and everything. But what we're gonna go do now is the grain truck. We're gonna go check that out, and I have the tag for it. We'll put that on and we'll test drive it around the block just to make sure it's still good to go. I was gonna help cousin, the Oliver 770 farm boy. He wanted to clean out his bin and sell some corn that was in there, but I don't think the grain quality is going to be worth it, so we may not end up doing that. But I still think I would like to get the truck out and make sure it's ready to go, because whenever soybean combining happens, I want to have the truck ready to go. So that's what we're gonna do. Uh-oh, I didn't back up right. Buddy the dog, he's out there wondering what's going on. My maze of equipment is starting to wear me thin. I'm getting tired of having all this crap sitting everywhere. But I've been gone almost every moment of every day helping other people. And while that is good pay, it is also quite frustrating because I don't get my own stuff done. But I want to help people. And more importantly, I want their money so that I can buy more toys, you know? But anyway, we need to do some things, and we need to do some farm things, and I'm going to make that happen now, whether everybody else likes it or not. It's got to happen. One thing we need to do is clean this pickup out because it's horrendously full of stuff. But anyway, those beans there, I think, are ready to go as soon as they get over here. The corn is still very green, so it's going to be a while on that, which is fine. And then the other beans on the other side of this are not as far along as what these first ones were, but that's understandable because almost everything I got was planted a week apart. Like, that's just the way it worked out. So we can drive around the corner here and take a look at them and see what we think. This is a busy road because of harvest time. And then of course there's a car right behind me again. No, okay, he turned off. It never fails that when I want to do something like look at stuff, it doesn't work. There's still a few leaves on there, but I think that those would probably, they're probably getting close. They're super tall, which is awesome. I hope they're that way the whole way through the field. But yeah, I mean, I think that the time is drawing near, and that's good. So here's a fun fact about soybeans. So in the corner, I don't know if you can see that or not, but they still have leaves, and some of them are still bright green, and the rest of the field's like this. Well, the reason is there is a security light on one of those poles in that guy's yard, and everything that the light touches will not ripen. It's fooling them into thinking that there's still daylight and a longer season or something, and they will never ever get ripe. I don't know why, but that's the way they are. So it's unfortunate because you'll always lose a little bit on the corner. Well, there's my little sticker, so we'll put that on as soon as we might have to pull the truck out first to do that, but sure. I just had this out not too long ago, so I'm hoping that it actually, you know, will participate. There it is in all its glory. The 880 tandem. Can I get to this? Oh yeah. I like how the guy bolted all the plates on, and then I just followed suit and did the same thing. So there's like 25 plates there. All right, big boy. Well, that task is done. Let's see if we can get it started. Oh, I left the battery cable on this last time. Hopefully it'll run. All right, truck. Will you start? Choke. Come on, baby doll. Come on. You were running just not too long ago. I guess I won't go. Well, it's a good thing we're checking this out before we need it, because it ain't gonna go. And that's weird because it's always fired right up, and I just had it out of here not long ago. It's probably flooded. It smells like gas. I mean, did some type of animal chew something? Well, that's a bummer. Oh, look, it's got a Holly carburetor that's leaking too. we might be doing a rebuild on that. How can I get in there to it? Forbidden Mountain Dew. Come on. Sure. If a little's good, a lot's better. Well, this is ridiculous. Starting to think it's not fuel related. So I guess one day this week we're going to be working on this, because it ain't going to go. Buddy the dog, what you doing, pal? Gonna just sit there and look at me walk away? That's fine. He's been in some kind of cockleburrs or something. Can dogs have chocolate cake? I don't know. Good thing that was vanilla. Anywho's, we're gonna go back over and see if we can get my grain truck to run now. I have no idea why it won't. The only thing I can think is that building maybe draws moisture, And maybe the points are corroded or something. But it's odd that I just had it running a month ago or so, and it was fine, and now it's not fine. So we're gonna go see if we can figure that out. I had to leave yesterday because they called and said, we're gonna bring you some more hay. You know, the last 13 bales. There you see a couple of them over there. But yeah, so I had to quit working on the truck and come do that. And then by the time that was done, I didn't really feel like working on the truck again. So we're gonna go back. It's a new day. Maybe we'll have more success. Yesterday was Sunday, and you usually don't have any good luck on Sunday fixing stuff or running stuff or doing anything with stuff. So that's that. I guess we can address this while we're here. That New Holland. Everybody's been seeing it in the background and asking about this New Holland. Did you buy this New Holland, whatever? No. That belongs to a guy, and we need to work on it. We went and looked at it a year ago or so, and then he never brought it until now. But there is a video where I went and looked at it, so that's where it is. It's just, I haven't had time. I've been knocking out these other projects. That's the unfortunate thing, I guess, about when you're working on stuff, or, you know, I try to do them in the order that they show up, but if I know that one of them is going to be a simpler fix, I'll try to get it done and out of here, and then work on the more difficult stuff, or the stuff that we're going to need parts for. You know, it's a delicate balance of keeping everybody happy, but at any rate, that's upcoming. We need to get started on it because it's been here a while. Okay, grain truck. Let's play nice today. Maybe I should just turn the key and it'll fire right up today. I mean, it had to be that yesterday was Sunday, and that's the only reason why. So frustrating. Urgh. Yeah, spider webs. Okay, we can actually kind of stand in here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And the other thing is, I have forgotten all the stuff I learned about what these are, you know? What part numbers for the points and stuff. How do they look? Should have brought my light, and I didn't. I think they look like they're corroded, so this might be, we might be on the right track. I think. Yeah, they look bad. I mean, not bad as in not usable, but bad as in they need filing. I got to thinking, what if the trouble, maybe the key switch is not perfect and it was letting stray voltage go to these the whole time it was sitting, because the only thing that I did differently was this time I did not disconnect the battery cable, and maybe that's the issue, you know. I'll put it back on here and then we'll double check. I never did get my, we should do that this year too. I should take it home and, but let me turn the key on and do some test tickling to those points. Okay, come on. Do we have, yes, we got good fire to the right place. Okay, good deal. Shut that off. I thought I put all this in new, but you guys can be the remembrance of that. Maybe I didn't put the points in. Maybe the guy before me did. I know I put all the wires and plugs in it, and I thought I did the research to figure out what, like this rotor button. I thought that I did all that. Now we will struggle and struggle probably to get this cap on there. I think it goes like that, yeah. There we go. And the reason I said we're gonna struggle is because the clamp, friends, is tucked in there behind this water elbow. And I don't know how a guy's gonna get that. Well, he's gonna struggle. That one's on. Did I go from underneath and get it? No. Did I go from this way and get it? Did I go? Come on. Come on. There we go. That wasn't the approved way, but it worked. Now come on, baby doll. You've been such a good truck. Let's run. Let's not struggle. There's the forbidden Mountain Dew if we need to prime. That's oh yeah, what a sweetheart. That was the only thing wrong. I was gonna say, truck, we've had such a good time together. There's no reason. This has a Holly carburetor too, and I think it's also leaking. Not bad though, but we will have to give it attention. This one looks like it's a different style. It looks like it's got two, it's that other style maybe with the two different, I don't know, double bumper? I don't know what it is. Did we check the oil? No, but it's not knocking, so it's probably got oil in it. I just had it out. Thank goodness that was the only thing. I really did not feel like I didn't feel like having to struggle. That's 500 cubic inches of power right there. Let it build some air here. Then we're going to take it out and practice driving it because it's been a long time. Got to remember my pattern. First gear down. It's different than the semi. Now my brake light's coming on. There we go. The horn even works from the original button. No, come on, that light should go out sometime. All right, tandem truck. Did our brake light go out? I can't tell. Yeah. It did good. The biggest thing I want to make sure is that my range shifter thing isn't stuck, because that is known to happen. I should also vacuum this out at some point when we get it home for keeps. There we go. Gotta get used to the shifting of this one. It is also different than the semi in that this truck likes more revving to get it to drop into gear, whereas the semi likes it at an idle. I love a V8, you know? You just can't beat them. Especially when you got the big cubic inches. Of course, none of our gauges work, so we don't know if we have oil pressure or anything. You know, that's fine. There we go. Needs a little bit of the kinks worked out of it. Now we're gonna go to direct. Ooh, it didn't like that. I don't think it jumped up yet. That's what I was afraid of. Let's start over. Go to direct. It will not go. We'll drive it a little bit in low gear, I guess. So if it's not immediately clear what's happening here, it is not shifting over to high range. There it went. All right, sometimes it just takes a little bit of driving to get it, but it finally went. Go. Now we're in high. It does that after it sits. I don't know why, but it does. Still in high, but it'll work. I really want to practice that going though. I want that to there, you can hear it shifting low. All right, so see, if you start out in this, which would technically be, what would this gear be? 4th gear. Then you go to 5th gear. Then 6th gear. Then 7th gear. Then 8th gear. Then flip it up to high range. 9th gear. 10th gear. 11th gear, 12th gear, and then 13th gear. Now you're up through it. But that high-low range shifter thing, if it sits, it sticks a little bit, just like it does that on the semi too. But on this truck, I found that if you just drive it down the road about a mile or two, it'll eventually start working, and then you won't have any trouble with it again until it sits. So now we're gonna meet a semi, so I should probably slow down. I'm not gonna wreck my truck, and I'm not gonna have to pay him a lot of money to fix his truck. So I'll just wait. There we go. Turning. I think we'll just put it in the shed for today. I thought about maybe when it's at my house and we're not doing, like we got some downtime, we might investigate why we don't have any gauges at all. I was thinking that some of them worked, but I don't have temperature gauge, I don't have oil pressure gauge, fuel gauge, charging gauge, got nothing. Do I have heater motor? I can't hear it, the truck's so loud. I think I do, because I think it's blowing trash out of the dash, but I don't know. Somewhere on this thing there's bound to be some fuses. I doubt that's it though. I'm betting that probably a mouse has crawled up in there and hacked off some stuff. Also, it could be there's a wire loose on the back of the key, because I noticed there's a wire hanging down back there. High to low, or low to high. Yep. Whoop. Okay, brakes. Well, that is good. I was afraid that we were going to have a lot of struggles. I wonder if the fuse box is over there. That's where they were on a lot of the old trucks. I should have also tried the, well, before we go, we'll try the hoist sometime. I guess now would be a good time to do that. And let's go outside again with it, even though I just backed it in the shed. It doesn't look like it leaked anything out anywhere, but it's just be a good thing to know. Okay. Now on this truck, this gets pulled out. That's running. Come on. Come on. There we go. For a season. Oh, that killed the truck? I guess it didn't like deadheading that pump. She's pretty dry, but you really should, I mean, all the oil's in there right now, so. Can I do this from the ground? Can I do it from half up? It's going, but it'll go farther. There. It's going. Ooh, it's not going even though. It's going now. There we go. All right. That works on and off. Let me, ooh. I'm thinking it probably needs a little bit of hydraulic oil. So we'll put that in before we haul with it. I mean, the worst case is it's going to spit out what it doesn't need. There it is in all its glory. That's a pretty far ways up there, but yeah, it's working, and that's what we want. So, do we need a picture with the door closed? Ah, there we go. Yeah, good deal. Now we can put it in the shed. All right, good truck, good truck. Let's do a quick panel removal here. I'm thinking that there's fuses behind here, but I might be wrong. Maybe there's something behind up here. Oh no, I see the fuse panel. But let's look at what's behind this door. What's behind door number 2? What's in there? Stick your hand in there. Oh, is that just an access panel? They were thinking. They gave you an access panel to get to the door hinge. That's unheard of. I guess they decided if they didn't, the guys were going to torch a hole in it. Nope. I didn't need to take that loose. I see the fuse panel right now. It's right in there. I'm not saying that that's any of them are blown, but those are a different sort of feller, aren't they? They got like paint in them. Huh. Well, they all look good to me, except for maybe that one. I don't know. I need to see if I got a book that would tell me anything about this remotely close. I ordered shop books and that for that. When I bought that semi, I thought, hey, I got 2 of these L series trucks now. I should have the books to work on them. So we'll do some research and see if we can't find a wiring diagram for this, and then we'll go from there. I really want to change this up because I don't like the battery behind the wheel, but that's where it's been since new and it's been fine. So, but we need to put a shut off on it so I don't have to keep reaching under there to take stuff loose. But there's something needs to be done gauge wise. I don't like rolling blind. It'd be nice to, you know, watch the needle drop shortly before the knocking starts and stuff like that. So, or watch the temperature climbing into the screaming range. I mean, if you drive a vehicle, you can kind of tell without gauges what kind of status you're in, but you know, it'd be nice to have that going the way it's supposed to. So I guess we will call this one here for now. At least it's running and driving again, so I can use it if I should have to immediately do so. But we'll come get it one day when we, you know, when we're ready to roll, and we will put, you know, we'll investigate some stuff more and see if we can't maybe figure some of that out and make it work. But I need to do some reading at nighttime through the books and familiarize myself with what possibly I need to be looking for, because you know what I'm saying. Also, I see that, is that, no, okay, that's not holes, that's just rust spots. I looked at that, I thought that exhaust has a hole in it, but no, it's just different colored rust. So sure, we will leave this one here, and I'll see you in the next one. Do you suffer from low intelligence and are easily entertained? Well, then hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. And that way we can keep making entertainment that your feeble minds can understand. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.